peace. Hello my loves, and have a happy birthday. So we're back. Everything felt like I was just, I don't know, I was very rusty putting on my makeup, but somehow I managed to put on false lashes because I wasn't feeling it, and I was like, if I put on false lashes I'll feel awesome and it'll be better. I've been gone for almost 2 weeks, and that has never happened before. Since I started my channel I've been pretty consistent. Even when I moved, I did a bunch of pre-recording. It was one of those times when I needed to sort of unwind and unplug, and I had a full-on tech detox. Like, I didn't pick up my phone for anything. Like, I didn't respond to messages or to emails, or it was really great to just unplug. And I was visiting my grandparents, in case you missed the last video. That's where I was at. So I'll probably tell you a little bit more about some highlights of that trip near the end of the video on the points of positivity, but I thought, what way to break the ice and come back and sit with you guys and with a haul. I was at the Illamasqua course right before I left, so I did a decent amount of shopping there between the discount and the sale. It was just, there were some things that were too good to pass up. So I'm going to get right into it and show you what I picked up. And I was gonna think, I'll bring you in a little bit closer for swatches. Let's do that. Okay, so the first thing that I picked up is the Hydra Veil. I have the matte veil and I have a review on it that I can link down below, but the Hydra Veil looks, the container at least, looks exactly the same. It's just sort of this pop, but it's shiny, so we're getting as much reflection as we are, as opposed to the matte veil, which is not in a shiny packaging. The consistency of this guy is also different. I would show you on camera. We're gonna get it everywhere. It's more like a jelly formula. The other one looks more like a cream. I can do a whole review on this guy for you if you want. Let me know down below. But I really found a huge difference in my skin and the amount of breakouts I have. I really think that my skin is just being dehydrated, because anytime I use anything hydrating on it, it gets really happy. And by really happy I mean like the breakouts slow down, the redness is almost gone, and so I needed to pick up a tub of that while I was there. And the next thing that I really wanted to pick up is this blush in Intrigue. It is a full-on white blush. It was sold out like the whole week I was there, so I ended up having to order it online. But it is a white blush, which might not be what everyone is looking for. Like, full-on white doesn't, like, swatches white. I like it because we did like a couple of techniques where you could use like a couple different colors of blushes. I thought it would make a really nice powder eyeshadow. It's hard to find like a white powder eyeshadow. So yeah, I'm just excited to play around with that guy. Like I said, they're often sold out in store, and so your best bet was probably online. Although I would think that most of you would probably be shopping online. Not everyone has access to the Illamasqua store. I did ask because I remember that they used to be in Bloomingdale's when I was in New York a while ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. They were in Bloomingdale's, and when we were asking him about it again, he said that there weren't in Bloomingdale's anymore, or they were transitioning out at least, and that was because Bloomingdale's was giving them sort of some very strict direction on who to hire and what to do and that kind of stuff, and it was not really in line as much as it used to be with the Illamasqua sort of frame of reference and you know, school of thought, and so they were moving out of there. And so I'm thinking now more than ever most of you will be shopping online. That was a random tangent, but it was a tangent anyways. The next thing I picked up is their powder eyeshadow in Anya. I posted a picture to my Instagram, which is up here, the handle is up there, where I did a look on one of the girls that was with me in the program, and this was one of the colors that I used. And both the instructors had like a really strong reaction to this color. They really love Anya, and I can tell why, because can you see that pigmentation? It's just such a gorgeous color, and I'm excited to play with it. I can't think that I have anything quite of this color and this intensity. Even to see with that white, like how pretty would that look? So I'm excited to play around with that. The next thing is the Skin Based Lift Concealer in white. So they make a concealer in white, which works really, really pretty as like a white base on your eyes. You know how a lot of people, it's a cream white. I'm got swatches, not gonna put them in there or make it blue. You know, a lot of people use NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. This guy, I felt like when I was using it all week in the course, works a lot better, is more opaque, and yeah, their entire line of the skin-based lift concealers are really lovely, but I've got a bunch of concealers. I don't have one in white, however, so that's why I picked that one up. The next thing, oh my gosh, I love this color. This is Static. It's the Pure Pigment in Static, and it's like, do you remember that NARS? Do you remember? If you've been here for a while, I did a NARS haul and I picked up a dual intensity eyeshadow in Cassiopeia. And this is that, but like 10 times more intense. So I'm gonna try to see if you can tell. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. I might have to actually use it. It's this white powder, but it has like a purpley sheen to it. See if I can swatch it. I love it not only on the face, like as a highlight, it makes you look like one of the instructors, Nilly calls it like alien skin, because it's really pretty, but really sort of, it's not an everyday go to the supermarket unless you're like super full on makeup. You know what I mean? Like it's a commitment to wear this guy. I would wear it to the supermarket, but we wouldn't all. I love it on the skin. I'm trying to open it really gently so I don't get it everywhere. But I also really love it on top of a lipstick. So I've done like one of the days I did like a purple lip on one of the girls and I popped some of this on top and it was just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, it's sealed, but I hope you can tell. I'll wear it in an upcoming video on my lips and on my face and show you, but it's just incredibly gorgeous. Their whole line of Pure Pigments is amazing and versatile. I never think to put sort of pigments on the lips, on the eyes obviously and on the face, but these ones work really well and are super versatile. And if there's one new product I discovered this week, it's the Pure Pigments. Okay, the other thing I picked up because it was on clearance, I don't really often wear nail polish, but this was one I saw in a magazine a while ago and it was on clearance for like £5. So I was like, even if I wear it like twice a year, I still am really excited to give it a try. So this is the Speckle, I think it's the purple Speckle, but it just says Speckle on it, nail polish from them. For those of you that wear nail polish more often than I do, did you guys see the sort of little cool detailing in it? Maybe, hopefully. I'm too excited getting into myself. For those of you that wear it, the girls that work there wear this sort of all week and they're working with their hands, they're going to drawers and that kind of thing, and they said that doesn't chip. And so I'm excited to try all that goodness out when I do wear it. Otherwise, I'm also thinking of like, I didn't know this, but have you ever noticed how makeup artists, their brushes are colored at the bottom? That's because they mark them with nail polish. And that's how like we could tell what, oh my gosh, what brushes belong to the schools and which were ours and that kind of thing when we were doing makeup this week. And so I'm thinking maybe on like a rainy Sunday afternoon, I sort of think it might be cool to mark my brushes. So I might use that to do it too. And then the lipstick I picked up is Apocalypse. I think I told you guys about this one, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. Totally unique color. Yeah. And very different than anything else. I've got to try to figure out what to line this with. If any of you have it and line it with anything in particular, let me know. But I don't have a lip liner in this color off the top of my head that I can think of. So I will have to go hunt for something that'll work as a liner because you want it to be precise with a color this intense. The other color I have from Illamasqua that I love that I want to talk to you guys about is Disciple. It's like that really dark navy blue color. I'll link my Illamasqua lipstick video down below. It's an old one, but it's good because I've got lip swatches in there. Disciple's like that navy blue color. They are discontinuing it for some reason, and so if you did want to get your hands on it, now would be a good time. I know some people said they had trouble getting it shipped to the US. Try the Illamasqua site, send them an email, see if it was, like, I know someone tried to order it through Barney's and it wouldn't ship. Anyways, try to order it through Illamasqua. If not, contact their customer service. I've really had good experiences with them. But if you did want that navy blue lipstick, now is the time because it's getting pulled for some reason. So, thought I'd mention that now. And then the last thing that I picked up is this Freak Scarab. It's their new perfume. It's still in the box. I picked it up before I left and I didn't take it with me on vacation. I will do a scent story time on this guy because I think it's just a really pretty scent. And yeah, that I think is the end of this haul. Anything else I want to tell you guys? I missed you. It's good to be back and talking. I still feel sort of rusty at this, but it'll all come back. I'm gonna zoom up maybe a tiny bit. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I know that a bunch of new subscribers sort of found their way over here when I was gone, so to all of you, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I usually post quite frequently, but sort of took a little break, and so hopefully we'll be back on a roll. We'll be back, you know, moving and shaking and here more regularly to chat and hang out and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, so that's it for my Illamasqua haul. I've got a couple of orders from different places showing up in the next couple weeks. Things stalled for some reason over the holiday. I was supposed to get a bunch of stuff before the holidays, but they didn't show up here. So I'm trying to work with the Postal Service, who are, I feel like, on a mission to drive me crazy to get everything here. So expect a few more hauls in the coming weeks. And yeah, just playing with makeup. I am trying to start a new schedule for things I want to film for you guys, so let me know down in that comment section if there are any videos in particular that I didn't get a chance to get to in 2014 that you'd like me to film, or any new ideas that you had, or whatever you're thinking in terms of, why did that whatever sound like I was a 14-year-old? Wow. Okay, it's all good. Let me know if you'd like to see anything in particular. I'm going to head out. I actually might film an empties video since I'm all dolled up. So we have something to go up tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's it for me today. I'm gonna do my 3 points of positivity. So I could probably do the 3 like peaks or the 3 highlights of my trip. So the first was definitely all the quality time with family. I haven't been back to Lebanon in almost 5 years, and so getting to see some of my sort of older family, some people that haven't traveled recently, who I haven't had a chance to see, it was just so nice to sort of sit with them and feel that love and tell stories and all that kind of great stuff. The second point of positivity is incredibly yummy food. I swear, eating and visiting is probably like 90% of my trip whenever I go back. And my grandma's one of the most amazing cooks, and so it was really such a joy to hang out with her and sit in her kitchen and eat some yummy food. That's definitely my second point of positivity. And my third is just the ability to unwind. I think we get caught up so much of the time in the go, go, go and really busy pace of our lives that it just, at least for me, it all sort of operates up here, and I'm like at a 7 stress level, and I'm going and going and going, and social media and being access to internet and email and all that kind of stuff. I sound 75, but you know what I mean? Like, it all adds to this really go, go, go pace of your life, and it was really, really such a joy to click everything off and to sit and just, you know, sort of be in the moment. I don't know, there's something about being able to be in that moment that was really, really great. And so yeah, I think without sounding like all New Year's resolutions on you guys, I will hopefully probably maybe try to film a video about that. But yeah, that's definitely what's making me smile recently. As always, please let me know what's making you guys smile. So good to be back with you guys here. Here's to an amazing 2015 full of laughter and makeup and fun times. Thank you guys ever so much for being here, and as always, I can never leave you without reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye guys!